Okay, if you got to this point, that means you've completed all 8 sections. Congratulations. What I want you to do is you want to put this into that report. I want you to start making it look nice. Get a title page. I'm going to show you an example of my paper. I want you to do it, a table of content. I'm going to show you how to do this in Excel. Very simple. And if you want to put in the appendix, if you want to put, let's say, if you think it's the screenshots are causing clutter, let's say you took a image of your income statement, your balance sheet, all that stuff. You could put in the appendix. You want to say this is image one, and you could put the income statement. Image two, the balance sheet. Image three, you can put that at the very end. And what that does in the report, it might make it look a little cleaner. If you're doing quick little scans of images, like you just need current assets, it might make it easier to put that in the report. So you want to copy it. So let's just show you a couple things what you can do. All right, so let's say here's a paper that I worked on with a colleague from Georgetown. And so I'm going to go to our snipping tool. And let's just say I needed that title or, hold on, went on my other screen here. I'm just going to hit that new. And then what I could do is I could highlight whatever I wanted to highlight. I could do that. That pops up. And then I could hit over here. You could save it, or I'm just going to hit the copy button. And then you can go right to your file, your Word doc, and I can hit Control V or paste. And so there's the image. I mean, that's what it could look like. So if you're doing a small image, probably might make sense to put it in the report. If you're doing a large one, this is important. So if it's going to be in the appendix, search online exactly how to write it up. But you want to put down image one, image two, image three, or table one, table two, table three. And then in your report, you can say, I'm referring to table three. So then I can go to your table three and say, oh, that's where you got return on equity, or that's where you got what you're referring back. So if you think it's cluttering your assignment, feel free to put it at the very end. All right, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing I want to show, here's a paper that I'm working on with a friend I met at a conference, William May, and we're talking about teaching finance. So one thing I don't have in here is a table of content. So I'm going to show you something first. So I expect you to do, and you see how I have this section. I'm sorry, right here. The current challenge in finance education. Here's the introduction. Well, that doesn't look like it has a header. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that. And if I go up here, I'm going to go to that. I'm in the home tab, and I'm going to go to the styles. I'm going to hit that down drop. Oh, it's coming on my other screen again. Keeps on doing that. And I'm just going to choose that first heading, heading one. That's going to make it into a heading one. And then I can go down here. I say, so that's the introduction. I can go here and say theoretical foundation. I'm going to make that into the heading. And then the title underneath it, I'm going to put that as a heading two. So we got heading one, heading two. I'm going to go down evidence. This is still under that theoretical part. So I'm going to put that as a heading two. Let's go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at whatever I'm titling. I want to put that as a header. Now this is if you want this in the table of content. This is important. So I think when we have our main parts of a paper, you put heading one, and then the subcategories, you could put a heading two. And if you don't like the text, the important thing is really just to make it a heading. I can go up here and change it back to 12 font. I could change it back to black if you want that. But if you notice that when I select that line, it has that angled triangle, that means it's a header. So I can go into all these and say, okay, I want that as a header. And then I got my part 3, sim methodology and learning framework. I want that as a heading 1. And I want the design rule for it. That's a heading 2. So I can go down, down, down. So I don't have to do it, but that's what you want to do. So you're gonna do section 1. The minimal what you want to do is highlight section 1. So that'd be like you would type that up, section 1. You have all your information from what was expected, what I asked for you to type up, screenshots, calculations underneath it. But I want you to put section 1 up here. You could put 1 dot section 1, or just say section 1, and then you're going to highlight it and then put it as a header 1. Again, headers are home screen, styles, and then hit that down drop, and this will stay up, and you could go through your whole thing. If you have other titles underneath it, you want to put as a header, you go ahead. The minimal I am asking for you to do is section 1 must be the main header 1, and so on. So once you do that, I didn't go through all of mine, so this might look incomplete. And you're not going to have abstract. You are going to have a cover page. I have an example on there for you to type it up. Oh yeah, someone from my class asked. I asked double space for the cover page. You can do single or double for the report. It's up to you. I just asked that everything is filled out what I for the report. Um, so what I'm going to do is I want to find a page just for the table of content. So I'm going to have a blank page and I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to be in that top part. And what I want to do here, now if you do the headers correctly, it's going to pop up. And I'm not saying mine's going to look all the way correct because I didn't go through my paper yet to do the headers. I'm going to go to references on the top tab. And then if you look all the way to the left, it says table of content. And here you go. And see how it's set up here? Contents, header 1, header 2, header 3. So if you want to make the subcategories header 2 and then another category header 3, it's going to show that. So I'm going to select this automatic table 1 and look what it does. It just produced, probably not great what I wanted, but look what it did. Introduction, um, it's already set on there and it goes all the way to page 4. Now, you want to, if you're going to type more to your report and then all of a sudden the theoretical foundation or section 4 becomes page 5, you want to update it, the content. But it automatically did that. So it's really a nice thing. It shows this is header 1. And then it shows us um, what all the page numbers on. So if I want to find evidence from finance education research, educational research, that's on page 5. But that became a header 2. If I did something underneath this, a header 3, you would see it indented in header 3. So it's really a simple way. You do this at the very end. That's important. Another tip I'm going to show you on this. I don't want anything I don't want anything typed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this page and I'm going to go to insert, and there's something called a page break. I'm going to hit a page break and it automatically, uh, if I backspace, nothing will go into this page. There's a page break. So if you accidentally start backspacing things, no items can come from below into here. Now I could type stuff here, but I can't type stuff here and accidentally have it come up there. Or the table of contents won't accidentally come up here as long as in the abstract, which you don't have to do abstract, I'm going to hit a page break and that separates it. Another thing, I'm going to go all the way down to our paper. We have our references. And what I did in my references, I made sure the end of the summary that we have here, I hit a page break. So then the references, see how I put on a different page there, because I hit a page break twice. It automatically will separate your pages. So you don't have to worry about if they're too close together that would happen. So those are the two things I wanted to teach you. Was headers are very important. Table of content, very simple. And again, headers are located under the home screen. You have the headers there. I would hit that style, that down drop. Um, Table of content is under references, table of content, and then page break is under insert, um, uh, page break. So it always separates the pages. You never have those two pages converge. That's what's nice about the page break. Because when I've done papers in the past, I would have hit enter to make sure the references were separated. And then as I typed up stuff, let's say the summary got typed up, all of a sudden the summary pops down here, and all you do is have a space between it, and all of a sudden part of the summary and the references are together. So page break always separates those two things. It'll never keep it together. So that's what I want to show. Make sure you follow the directions to the cover page. Make sure you put your information in there. Make sure you take all the necessary screenshots that are required for it. Other than that, good luck. Again, you got till the 10th, so you got 6 more days. I got a video for each one. And I just want to wish you a good luck. And the last thing, where am I at here? There I am. Last thing I want to say, I hope you enjoyed the class. I really enjoy teaching this class, this introduction to finance, or principles of finance. And I really want you to feel comfortable in finance. And if you have any interest in finance, please contact me, meet me in my office. I'll be more than happy to go through the benefits. And just let you know, if you look at the top paying jobs out there, if you exclude engineering, finance is the only one with engineering. Is in the top 10 best pay for a degree. And there's a lot of different jobs you could take in finance. You could take corporate finance, you could take investments, you could take in analysis, you could take in portfolio management. You could be the numbers crunchers, stuff like that. But what's important about finance, there's always a corporate job for you. Just like accounting, every company needs a finance and accounting person. And finance is so important, especially in the era of AI. So I highly encourage you to consider if you like numbers, you like this. Second, I hope you enjoyed the way I teach finance through these Excel sheets. This is something I spent a lot of time in, and I believe in my, and you see my papers about this, that I believe that instant feedback, that if you can practice, and especially if you take my financial modeling course online, you will learn finance at a rapid rate rather than paying $100 for Cengage or Pearson or something like that. So I'm going to have a survey, and I'll give you extra credit. And I'm going to try to make anonymous where I'll have no clue who did it. I want you to know, do you appreciate learning in Excel? Do you like the rapid feedback, the instant feedback through the cells lighting them green? Do you feel like you learn better? And I want you to compare in the survey, if you've taken accounting 1, accounting 2, or any other finance courses, and you've taken a learning management like Cengage, Connect, Pearson, and I want you to be honest about it. What did you learn better? What did you enjoy better? Is doing the sim Excel sheets or doing that? And I want you to also the feedback. Do you feel that you learned Excel at a much better rate than learning a platform, right? And the whole goal, especially if you take my upper level courses, I want you to keep these Excel sheets, because if you take a job in accounting and or finance, I want you to have these things to know how to reference back to it, rather than doing Cengage where you have a memory lapse and don't remember a thing you did. And that was me in college. So I'm going to hopefully have that survey out before the semester ends. I'd appreciate you fill it out. And again, I'm trying to make it anonymous. I'm not guaranteed I can. I got to work with Canvas on that. But so, hey, God bless. I had a great semester. Please contact me if you have any questions at all. Thank you.